Hello there. Welcome back to the podcast. So, to start off this episode, I recently did something that I thought I was not capable of doing, which was to audition as an indoor cycling coach. And not only did I do that, but I also experienced one of the most intense anxiety attacks during that audition. So please bear with me as I share the full story of what had happened, the result of my audition, and most importantly, the three lessons I learned from that experience. So, just to provide a bit of context, in 2019, I started going to indoor spin classes, and I kept coming back simply because it's a combination of what I enjoyed, which is fitness and music. If you're not familiar with indoor spin classes, it's basically a high energy 45-minute workout with the use of music and choreography on a stationary bike. Fast forward to a few months ago, I learned that the studio will hold auditions for those wanting to be a spin coach. So, of course, I immediately jumped to the opportunity and submitted the requirements needed. In addition to this, one of the requirements is to prepare a short routine that we will showcase during the audition in front of the studio's coaches. The duration of this process took about a month and a half. So I did my best to research the best practices, trained my stamina, practiced my routine, and placed myself in the right mindset. And underneath all this facade of preparation, I was also doing my best to manage my fear and anxiety. Even when I had experience attending spin classes, I had zero experience in leading one. So it's a completely different ballgame. Fast forward to the audition day, everything was a first for me. Not only auditioning as a spin coach, but it was also my first time in a venue. And not only that, but I knew zero people simply because I came all by myself and I didn't even tell anyone that I was going to do this. So basically, I didn't even know what to expect. As I reached the venue, I immediately saw the facade of the studio, which was clear glass, which entails that you can see what was happening inside, and the place was packed with people who are also there for the audition. At this point, my heart started to beat faster as I walked towards the studio. Soon as I opened the glass door, loud party music was playing in the background. People were in groups socializing, and others were walking around with poise and confidence that I wished I had at that moment. While all of these things are happening around me, a longtime friend named Anxiety Attack decided to greet me with all of its glory. If anxiety were a person, she would have a talent for bad timing and no sense of boundaries. Anyway, I digress. I tried my best to not let my struggles show, so I went straight to the restroom as a place of refuge. After a couple of minutes, I was able to pick myself up and went out to fix my things to prepare for the audition. While waiting, my anxiety was still very much present, so I decided to type on my phone everything that I was struggling with as a way to express and manage my anxiety. It somehow helped me. At the same time, I used my negative feelings and produced something productive, which is this episode you're listening to right now. So, after doing all of the things possible to manage my anxiety, it still stayed with me all throughout the audition. I felt my voice trembling and having cold sweats, but I did my best to showcase the routine I prepared. As soon as my audition was over, the nerves immediately turned into confidence and pride towards myself that I was able to do such a thing. Fast forward 2 days, the results came out, and I was not accepted. At that moment, my heart sank. I really wanted to be a spin coach so bad, but my efforts were not enough. As I read through the whole email, at the bottom part, it said, "We believe in your potential, and if you're interested to know more about what we've thought about your audition and what we think you can focus on, drop us a message." So instead of me feeling sorry about myself, I decided to take them on their offer and reply to the email on what I needed to work on. I honestly didn't expect a reply from them, but what do I have to lose by trying, right? Weeks go by and I got a reply from them, and they said, "We saw your confidence as you stepped on the podium, but as you started, we felt like we needed more power from your voice. This is one thing we believe you could continue to work on in order to really build that confidence and presence on the podium. So, with their feedback, it was a real eye opener for me. I was so focused on not making a mistake in my routine that it distracted me from showing the confidence that I was feeling inside through my actions, especially through my voice. It's totally different to feel confident and be able to translate that through your actions. So, here are the three things I learned from this experience. The first one, life's challenges are more mental than physical. Majority of my preparation, aside from the surface level stuff, I was battling a lot of negativity, especially self doubt. As the saying goes, you are your worst critic. At this point, instead of trying to escape or put my anxiety and fear under the rug, I embraced it because it's part of life. You learn to manage it and function regardless of what you feel, especially when it comes to wanting to achieving your goals and dreams. Challenges in life are out of our control, but what we do have control over is our ability to overcome them. So now we go to number two, progress over perfection. So I'm the type of person that usually gets stuck in the planning mode instead of actually doing something about it, like waiting for circumstances to be quote unquote perfect, which we all know will never happen. But fortunately, in this instance, there was a target date that I needed to work towards. This helped me remove certain things that do not help me reach my goal, which are distractions and especially negative feelings or thoughts. Regardless of my limitations, I still did the best that I could with the situation. So, of course, after not getting the yes, I had to adjust. I still apply this mindset today, and so far it has helped me keep going even when sometimes it feels like starting from zero again. So, lastly, number three, using rejection to your advantage. Though I didn't achieve my desired outcome, I discovered that I was capable of doing what I had only dreamt of. Rejection redirects us, it's not the end. While grieving the pain of rejection is normal, it's crucial to pick ourselves up and adapt to move forward in life. So, from what I've read from one of the articles, it describes rejection as a rejection is a chance to consider if there are things we can work on. It's okay to think about whether there's room for improvement or if your goals were higher than your skills. So, this was a good eye opener for me simply because the skills that I had at that moment were not the skills that they were looking for. So, even though I didn't get what I wanted, I learned something much more valuable, which is feedback. And I can use that to apply it in different aspects of my life to move forward. So, to end this episode, let me leave you with a nugget of wisdom from Robin Sharma that resonates deeply. The fears we don't face become our limits. So, I appreciate you for joining me today. And until next time, bye.